Hi, my dear buddies, Punarvas Jayakumar here. How are you doing? So, guys, many people have been asking you, sir, can you do a quick analysis of the FAQs at the CA final level concerning the new syllabus? So, guys, please watch the video till the end. Like this video and please subscribe to my YouTube channel for many such good updates, no nonsense updates, non-masala updates. Right? So let's go ahead. The new syllabus was framed to ensure that students are abreast of the latest developments and also are more global CA ready rather than just staying back at India. That was the objective. So also to embrace technology, artificial intelligence and more technological advancement as India goes towards, even a chartered accountant has to be abreast of all these things. So without further ado, let us analyze the CA final course with respect to the FAQs. I will take you through the syllabus and I'll also tell you few important things that I could find in the FAQ and other things. Okay, I'll take you through the syllabus as well and what's in store for us in the future, most importantly. So first and foremost, guys, when can I register for the CA final course? As you know, after passing, that goes without saying, both the groups of the intermediate examination, immediately you can register for the CA final course. The course registration fee again is one of the lowest of all the professional courses that you can see in India, that is 22,000. It is one of the most reasonable courses, CA, and of course that is why it is well sought after, because it's also lucrative if one goes through the entire grind. So guys, from 8 papers which are there in the existing syllabus, now they have shifted to 6. But don't get fooled by this, because 6 papers are here and you also have 4 papers. So overall you have 10 papers, and these 4 papers are called as the self-paced online module. Without clearing these 4 papers, you cannot write the 6 papers. So guys, do not get fooled that the subjects have reduced. In fact, the subjects have increased. It just split into 2. Thankfully, this will not be aggregated in the final marks, but it is very much important to pass that also. So guys, we have financial reporting, which was there. SFM is now renamed as Advanced Financial Management, and I spoke to a few SFM faculty. More or less it's the same, but they have added a few topics, plus and minus. Then we have auditing, advanced auditing, assurance and professional ethics. So here in group 1 we have 300 marks and group 2 we have 300 marks. Group 2, the first subject is my subject, direct tax laws and international taxation. I'll take you through that. Indirect tax laws, and you have one deadly, which was earlier in the paper 6, which was the elective paper in the old syllabus. We had 6A, 6B, 6D, 6D and all that, and then we had this also, multidisciplinary case study. Nobody was taking this subject up because it was all subjects combined, but now they have made it a compulsory paper. And guys, this will be a open book examination, whereas all the other things will be closed book. That is the important thing, closed book examination, whereas everything else will be an open book form of examination. So how do you get the material for the CA final course? Of course, once you pay for the registration, etc., you have to go and upload, give all the details in the portal, the CDS portal, and they will be sending you. And of course, you may order the study material of the final course as well as the self-paced online module of Set A and Set B. For Set C and Set D, there will be no material as such. Probably they'll give you some online material to verify, to read up. Yes, so when can I appear for CA final examination? First of all, you should have registered for the CA final course. You should have completed practical training 6 months before the first day of the month in which the exam is to be held. So guys, you should have completed the training 6 months before. So basically, in the existing scheme, in the last 6 months of your articleship you can do, but now nothing, because the articleship period only is reduced to just 2 years. So after you finish your articleship, 6 months gap, and then you can write the CA final examination. And of course, same GMCS and Advanced ITT is all there here also. So here it is called Advanced ICITSS and the Advanced Integrated, that's the same thing. You should have finished that course. GMCS will come later, this you can do. But this is the most important thing, my dear friends. You should qualify for the 4 self-paced online module. So those of you who are existing students who are converting to the new scheme, for you guys, this 4 self-paced online module can be written after the May 24 examination. Suppose you fail in the May 24 examination, then before you write the November 24 examination, you need to pass this exam before. This is for the existing students who are converting. But fresh registrations, those who will be registering or who have started registration from July 1st, 2023, there is no exemption. You have to qualify the 4 self-paced online module before you can appear for the CA final examination. Got it? Yes. Syllabus and examination pattern is simple. For this part it will be, as I told you, open book exam, remaining will be closed book, and in all the papers, especially those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correct, and especially in the sixth paper also, multidisciplinary, 30% will be case scenario based MCQs and 70% will be descriptive questions. At least in the old scheme, at least for example in paper 6D, there used to be some direct MCQs also, there used to be some case study based also many times, and even in paper 4 also used to be like that. But now slowly in the last couple of years they changed it everything to case study based. So even now, my dear friends, it is 30% will be case scenario and the other things. That is what it is. What will be the manner of assessment? As I told you, paper 6 is entirely case study based and it will be open book exam, whereas other 5 papers will be closed book examination. You are not allowed to take any book into the examination. Sir, in this 30% case scenario, will there be any negative marking? So thankfully, there is no negative marking in the MCQ based questions. So what is the passing criteria? Very simple, guys. Same, you should score 40% in each paper and 50% overall. Sir, what if I get 60% in a paper and I cannot, what do you say, I fail in one of the other papers in the group? Same, you will get something called as an exemption. Sir, can I carry forward the exemption for how many years? Yes, you can carry forward for 3 years, my dear friends. You can carry forward for, right, 3. So if you see here it is given. Sorry, my bad, it's 3 attempts. So you can carry forward for 3 attempts. Sorry, 3 attempts, not 3 years. 3 years will be 6 attempts. No, 3 attempts. You can carry forward only for 3 attempts. So the thing is, exemption can be carried forward for 3 attempts. If you see here, if the student was not able to pass the said group in the following 3 attempts and he has exhausted the exemption, let's say in one subject direct taxes you got 62, in the other 2 you got 39 and you got 42, now gone. So basically, since it's 3 subjects, you have to score 150 and 150, 300 out of 600. Now in here, the problem here is, unfortunately, even if you score 49 here, so basically you have really got 150 marks, but unfortunately, you have failed. So now the question here is, guys, if I am unable to pass these 2 subjects in 3 attempts, subsequent 3 attempts, they say, I'm carrying forward the exemption. They have said here that you can still opt for continuing the said exemption, no problem. However, obviously in these 2 papers you should get minimum 50%. Basically they are trying to tell it's of no use. Why do we take exemption, guys? So that if we score 45, 47 somewhere, this extra marks will make up for that. But now they are telling nothing doing. 3 attempts, after 3 attempts you can continue that and then you have to score 50 in the other 2 subjects, minimum 50 in each of the remaining papers. So this course will be valid for 10 years once you register. After that there is a simple validation, revalidation fee of 500 rupees, then you can go ahead. Practical training, yes, you will, after passing both the groups of intermediate examination, you have to take up that soft skill training, ICI, TSS, they have said. Practical training, articleship is for 2 years, my dear friends. And you can also do an industrial training if you want, that is for a period of 9 months to 12 months during the last part of the 2 years of practical training. You can do a industrial training also. Yes, most importantly, leave system. Guys, the leave is just 12 leaves in each year of practical training. Overall, you will get 24 leaves. That's it. So ICIT says advance, you can go through all this, but let me come to the important area of self-paced online module. So this one it is divided into 4 sets: set A, set B, set C and set D. It has different fields which has been introduced as per the new scheme of education and training. This is how it is, guys. In set number A, mandatory, set number B is also mandatory. So for those of you who are existing students, right, the set number C and D, they have, they want to exempt it, whereas set A and B is what you need to write. But guys, complete rules on exemption, how to carry forward between the old scheme, new scheme, all that they have not yet released. They will release it soon. So once that comes, I will make one more video. For now, I am just explaining. Even for the ones who are writing in May 24, November 24, you need to know what is this self-paced online module. My dear buddies, these two are mandatory in nature. My old subject, corporate and economic law, and of course SCMP, has now been set A and set B, and these two things, my dear friends, are mandatory, and the level of knowledge required here is expert knowledge. So it's not gonna be easy as per the prospectus and as per whatever I've heard from people. It's gonna be a tough exam only, but just that rather than counting it in the final exam, it will not be counted. You have to sit at home, or there will be a center where you have to write. Then set number C, it's an elective paper. You need to choose one of all these things. So here if you see risk management, sustainable development, public finance, yes, we still have insolvency and bankruptcy code, we have international taxation, we have arbitration and conciliation. But this is something which would interest me, that's why I am telling there. Of course, you have forensic accounting, so if you would like to become a forensic accountant or a fraud investigator, you can go into that. Then you have valuation, financial services, and forex and treasury management. So you need to choose one in this. And set number D is a multidisciplinary one. This predominantly is based on the National Education Policy, NEP. So you have digital ecosystems, entrepreneurship, psychology, and Constitution of India, and the art of advocacy. So if you are inclined towards doing law later, you can take up the Constitution of India and the art of advocacy, where you will, be an advocate in the future. So what is the registration process? Very simple. At the time of registration only, you need to choose that what will you be opting for, set C and set D. You need to choose that. Sir, once I choose that, will I be allowed to change it? Yes. See, set A and set B, you don't have a choice. But set C and set D, you need to choose. And of course, physical study material will be available for what? Set A and set B. There will be e-books and all that, it is there. So you have to complete these number of hours and then take up this exam. And as I told you, in set A and set B, you need expert knowledge, my dear friends. Whereas in set C and set D, working knowledge is what they have told. Sir, what is the criteria? You have to score 50% in each of these sets to clear this examination. No restriction on the number of attempts, and thankfully no negative marking. It will not be aggregated to the main marks is what they say. It will not be aggregated to the main marks. So if you see the self-paced online module in corporate and economic law, which is compulsory, part number A is 70 marks is corporate law, and 70 marks, in which section number A, that is company law alone, has 50 marks. So all that was there in CA final, my dear friends, CA final existing paper 4 has been shifted to this with an extra chapter of e-filing. And we have securities law, that is your SEBI. In that, interestingly, in the year 2018, very strangely, they had removed SEBI ICDR regulation, that is issue of capital and disclosure requirements. They had removed it in 2018 syllabus when the syllabus came. Thankfully, they have reintroduced that. So you have SEBI LODR, which is existing as per the normal new syllabus. Apart from that, you have ICDR, then you have SAST, that is substantial acquisition of shares and takeover regulations, and you have prohibition of insider trading regulation, which is an interesting thing. So this is will be 50 plus 20. 50 marks company law, 20 marks security law. Remaining 30 marks, my dear friends, would be economic law. In this, you have IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Everything that you have in paper 4, same thing is here. Then you have the FCRA, Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, and FEMA also they have added. important FEMA provisions along with the regulation. So guys, these things you have to study, no choice, and you have to pass the examination. It will be like MCQ, multiple choice, and you need to pass. Set B, you have your SCMP that is there, and they have given all these things, part B, part C, then each case, set C, what is there, all those things. So if you see, if you also like IBC, there is a separate in my set number C, an entire paper on 100 marks. So if you want to become an insolvency professional in the future, and if you want to do this in depth, there is a separate question paper on IBC, which has the entire thing, extremely important areas, including significant case laws. This also you can take it up. And of course, guys, international taxation. If international taxation is if you want to do in the future, whatever was there in paper 6C existing now has been shifted to this particular paper. You can choose this, which is excellent. You have model tax conventions, double tax relief, taxation of e-commerce operators, including the equalization levy of 6%, non-resident taxation, and all these things are there. Very interesting. Transfer pricing, of course, and the overview of the BEPS. Apart from that, then you also have in Arbitration and Conciliation Act was there for just 3 marks in the existing paper 4. Now they have made a 100-mark paper. Brilliant. Because arbitration, many CAs are required in arbitration, so even that part is there, my dear friends. Apart from that, other things you can go through. Now coming to CA final, so to speak, if you see the syllabus with respect to all the other areas, my dear friends, all this is whatever we have discussed. One interesting thing that I see in our paper, right? So basically we have 6 papers. In that group number 2, our paper, 2 things I would want you to understand, which is very, very interesting that I found, I'll just show you, is our direct tax paper. So if you open the syllabus of our direct tax paper, let me just show you, after auditing it will come. If you see it, very, very interesting. What they have done is, if you see, comprehensive computation of income tax liability of companies and other entities. So this will include all your trusts and all the companies, which means though they have not told 5 heads of income are there, but still, obviously for a company's taxation, I need to know PGBP, I need to know capital gain, I need to have other sources, etc. So all that has been combined. I am not too sure about salaries, that will, I think, will still be retained in CA Inter, but house property little bit, but predominantly in CA final, if you remember, salaries and house property we never used to see so much. We used to see PGBP, capital gain, and other sources. So that is what is here. It is more of, old wine in a new bottle, but the knowledge level will be tested here, my dear friends. So gone are the days, in my opinion, and after speaking to the people who actually did this, few of them, were my seniors, and I have good professional relationship with them. They have told that the testing ability will be tough now. It is not going to be just reading some charts and coming and vomiting in the exam. It is going to be where you need to study from the Bare Act, and they study, rules properly. They will if you see progressively, DT paper is getting tougher by the attempt. So this paper is going to be a solid paper where you need to have knowledge of the law rather than just reading from some summary book or some chart book. It's not going to work, let me tell you very, very frankly. Okay. Then you have your charitable trust and other trusts, etc. Special tax regimes, all your 115, BAC, all that series. Then you have your anti-avoidance provisions and tax challenges on digitization. So basically you will have your, especially in your appellate provisions, your faceless appeals and all this is there, which is again coming here again if you see, yes. Then you have your TCS, TDS and advanced tax and recovery, everything about income tax authorities and your assessment procedures. This will be there. And unethical business practices, they'll also be bringing into the fore undisclosed income, undisclosed foreign income. So there will be some elements of the Benami law, elements of the black money legislation, and elements of the Unregulated Deposits Act, and also elements of the other laws which will protect and govern the country. your fugitive economic offenders law. So from all those elements, I think they will bring. Still the entire detailed syllabus has not been released, but seeing the overview, I can tell you that these things will be there. And of course, we have international taxation. More in depth will be there in set number C, but here definitely it is equally, I mean not as exhaustive, but definitely in depth will be there, equal to your direct tax as well. So this is, so again I repeat guys, it's not going to be some easy thing where you can just write some summary book, read some summary book and come and vomit. No, it has to be in depth. So please prepare that properly. And one more interesting thing I'll tell you, you may feel that corporate law, my old love, has been removed, but no, my dear friends, in the integrated business solutions, very much it is there, corporate and economic law. So what they are trying to tell is, set number A, which has company law, you have to study that carefully because those elements will be included in here. This will be a combined, and of course our direct tax is also there. Combined reading of all the provisions will come in this particular thing, and you will have a 100-mark paper. So guys, in my opinion, the new syllabus, if implemented properly, will bring in a new change in the way things are done. It will change the dynamics of study. I have been vocal, very, very vocal about them removing law, because law is the mother law and it will actually help in analyzing everything. But I'm very happy that they have retained law here. It is not going, and they have retained SCMP also. So set A and set B will very much, studies in set A and set B will very much help here. Now how can I help you? So definitely direct taxes, you don't have to worry at all, because I am having my regular batch. Once the study material is released, immediately my regular batch will be recorded. It will be 240 plus hours using the Bare Act. So in those of you who are opting for my regular batch, I will be giving you a signed copy of the Bare Act. So you can check the Bare Act and we'll be analyzing from that. I have simplified the provision. It is not going to be complicated at all. Simplified way we are going to be teaching, but application based. Lot of practical examples will be given. Coming to set A guys, I will also be helping you with set A. I'll be releasing lectures for set A along with the MCQ booklet once the study material comes, but all the recording is already in progress. So that you need to go through. Please do not ignore the what do you say, self-placed online module. And I want to keep it very, very reasonable and very affordable. I've always been like that, so that all of you can buy and make use of set number A. Then as far as direct tax is concerned, nothing to worry. And also in the integrated, multidisciplinary, this case study, that business solutions paper, definitely I will be helping you in this as well. So guys, exciting times ahead for me as a trainer. I'm stoked and I'm looking forward to this. And as regards paper 6 and of course your paper 4 and your self-paced online module, the set number A and also set number C, in that insolvency and bankruptcy code, arbitration and conciliation and all those things, I am there with you. Do not worry about it guys. And of course we will be associating with like-minded people like Tarun Raj sir, Chinmaya sir and all that, and coming out with some exciting things for you in the near future. So this was the detailed analysis of the new syllabus CA final. Hope you enjoyed it. Please put in your doubts below. Any doubts I will try to address all the queries, and I will also be releasing on Inter also shortly. Take care guys. A new dawn, a new beginning. So let's rock it. Love you all. Take care.